Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life.
How can I support my child for the responsibilities of adult life? My name is Dr. Martina. I'm the co-founder, CEO, and designer of the school model of School Beyond Limitations. If you would like your child, your son, your daughter to live a fulfilled and happy life, this may be the channel for you. Well, we all know adult life is not always easy. We know that. And it's important for students and for our children and for your daughter and your son to get prepared for that. So what can I do that as a parent, as another person, to help my daughter and son to actually embrace those responsibilities as they come along? And I think the most important thing is really to integrate your child in everyday's experiences. I think it's important that a child is not kind of separated from life, and that it gradually, as it comes step by step, can grow into more responsibilities. And I would like to share just a story with you that I heard only yesterday, basically, from a student of ours who we were talking about money education. And we were talking about the fact how she is dealing with money and how she feels about dealing with money. And she said, my parents always gave me pocket money. And they never actually said to me, I will provide anything for you. If I wanted something, then I had to get organized. And this goes back to a very early stage of my life where I had already the money, and I was aware, and I was made aware by my parents, that this money is there for me for extra wishes, extra desires, extra ideas that I would like to put into place and that I would like to acquire or buy. So this allowed her to see that money has a value, that money is not just there, that she needs to safeguard and manage this kind of amount that is coming in. She was involved in the daily processes also at home, in going to shop and going shopping, and in providing the family with the money, of course, of the parents, things that they needed for daily lives. So I really think it's very important that we see that life, first and foremost, is not separated into different aspects, categories, but it's very, very complex from the start, and that it's important that we allow our children to experience all the aspects, that they are involved in all the aspects, that they are that they participate, that we talk to them. So an open communication is very important. But first and foremost, I think it is important that the children see that they are part of this life, that they take on step-by-step responsibilities, such as giving them at the age of 5 €10 in their hands and asking them, look at how much this costs and go and buy it, for the family. And if they have an extra desire, an extra wish, that they would like to have a game or a book or whatsoever, that they also start to learn that it's not just always all there, and that they can manage their money that they get, and the pocket money can rise and can grow as they grow older. But I think it's also very important to enhance independence by making them participative and collaborative members of the family so that they help doing daily tasks in the household. They don't have to work all the time, but we can invite them to cook with us. We can invite them to help us clean the rooms, clean the apartment. We can invite them to do the laundry. We can invite them, and not only invite them, we can do that. We can also link it with some pocket money. We can also link it with some celebration. We can link it with appreciation. And I think that's very important. And if we start it from an early age, then we do not make this kind of an, separation, as I said before. I think the very, very big problem nowadays is that we tend to spoil our children. We tend to become the drivers of our children. We tend to take all the tasks away from our children, maybe because we have somebody who does, the household for us, or maybe because we think they are too young, or because they have other things to do and we want to take it away from them. But that's wrong. I think that's really wrong. It's important that they age appropriate are allowed and are invited, not only allowed, are invited to do more and more over time. And the more they are involved in those processes, the more they see that their contribution makes the difference, that their contribution basically really helps the family life be nice, be harmonious, and be appreciative about one another. And there, of course, in order to get them there, we need to communicate with one another in a very open way. We need to be encouraging. We need to appreciate what they are doing. We may also use role plays. We may ask them, not only when there is Mother's Day, where we ask them, what if you, for half a day, you do all the jobs that I'm doing, and that there is this kind of playful approach to whatever comes along in life. And it's very important, I think, that children just learn to see themselves as embedded members of a community. And that can be just the nucleus in the family. It can be the class in the classroom context. It can be the school. It can be the sports association. It can be whatsoever. It can be the drama club, so that they know I'm contributing. And the more they contribute, the more they see that this implies also taking on responsibilities. And then they see that what they are doing makes the difference, not only for others, but also for themselves, because something very, very special happens in such a moment. It happens that they feel that they are contributing. And we know the human needs, one of the most important human needs is the need for love and for contribution. Love and contribution go basically hand in hand, because when I contribute, when I take on responsibility, and when I bring something into the space where I'm in, then I get something back. I get something back, which is appreciation. Not always maybe, but still, I am aware that by giving, by taking on responsibility, there is a different energy in the space, and other people may appreciate that. So openly giving, openly also kind of expecting that our children can do it, that is also a very important aspect, that we, by doing that, tell them consciously, subconsciously, sometimes really with clear words. You can do it. You are worth it. You can already move on with that. I trust you that you can take on this responsibility. And you can, just by listening to that and by opening this kind of space, you will realize that this is then the next level that shows them their self-worth. They are appreciated. And once I love myself and I know about my self-worth, then I'm ready to give more and more. So I think we really need to start from the fact that we need to see our young children as whole human beings that deserve to be seen as the whole being they are, as the person who can take on responsibility for the now. And the more responsibility they have, that can be at an early stage also a responsibility of finding out how far they can move away from the mother. That's a responsibility as well. They see that I allow them to move away. And then they are, they build up their self-worth. They build up their understanding that it's about love and giving and contributing. And then they turn into human beings that understand and become aware of their contribution, of their unique essence and why they are there. So this is what we are also doing at School Beyond Limitations on a daily basis. We may not always succeed immediately because there are wounds sometimes that are coming from, their earlier experiences. But the more we encourage this kind of allowance of taking on responsibility, you can do it. I believe in you. I really believe in you. The more we do that and the more we guide them, the more we support them within this kind of understanding, the more they will actually take on then the responsibilities and also challenges at a later stage. So if you feel this resonates with you, then please reach out to us. You will find the link to our website in the description.
At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can, indeed, bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And as you know, sharing is caring.